Okay, firstly, a very, very hearty welcome to batch number 78. And let me tell you, what a wonderful decision you have made. And this is going to be a life-changing decision coming to the Short Academy. If you come with a positive mind frame, and let me tell you, you are going to become an officer. Either in the armed forces, some of you may be in the paramilitary forces, some of you civil services. I'm telling you, all those guys who do not make it in the armed forces, because we are tuning you with so much positive energy that you will crack up in civil service. Where is the bloody doubt? You are going to be a successful person in your life. Same goes to these guys. We are giving a warm send back to the 77 calls. They have been wonderful guys. Wonderful, always smiling with full of joy.
You can now download the SSB Short app from Google Play Store to access online courses related to SSB, personality development and written exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT and plenty of other preparation material. For a limited time period, you can apply the coupon code SHORT20 to get a flat 20% discount on all the courses. Hurry up and become a part of the Short family.
But half the course has already gone. That's very sad. Anyway, so I wish you all the best. But again, I repeat, all of you are going to become our officers. Whether in the armed forces, paramilitary forces or civil services. I have no doubt. So, let me tell you why you made this best choice of this academy. Let me tell you, I have no doubt. I proclaim from here under the flag of our country, you have the best faculty here. And in fact, you'll be meeting very soon to all of them. We have Brigadier Venu, you'll be seeing him from tomorrow. He was the president of Kapurthala board. We have Brigadier Ahluwalia, they already know him. We have Brigadier Amardeep as a GTO. He keeps coming here frequently as and when called. We have another two GTOs. Colonel Sri Kumar you already met. Colonel Gopinath you already met. Okay. Besides that, we have numerous other instructors. Colonel Rao, he was just talking about. Now we have joined by Colonel Sri. So he will also be taking your stage one. You will be meeting him very often. He commanded 28 Madras. And we have Captain Nair. Where is he? आप कहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? Okay, Captain Nair and Subedar Sunil, they have been in the SSB for 4 years. Saab was 3 years, na? And he was for 4 years in the SSB Bangalore. So यहाँ you get such a wonderful faculty that you cannot. Faculty is not the only thing. The best is the facilities out here. Where will you get such 28 acres, wonderful training area? You have the full-fledged GTO course which you will be seeing. Individual obstacle GOR is perfectly matching with the SSB, and besides that, numerous other obstacles you have. Besides that, you have a good sports facilities. We have an adventure course here. Now you'll be able to see that. Some of you wanted to do now because the weather is better. You people can even opt for the adventure course. We'll see that how it can be. It used to be done before. Now after the corona we generally stopped it. We will restart. All those who are keen to do that, some of you may have to stay 1 day extra. Then you get another additional certificate of Eagles Unbound Adventure Park. You know that all the corporates of Bangalore, they come here. All corporates, you name a corporate, they come here for team building, leadership training. So this academy is in numerous areas. Why go far? There are the NDA candidates and CDS candidates. We have the written test training also. There are, for Jawan's entry we also train them, whether it is Air Force, Army or Navy. So for Jawan's entry also there is a physical training. We have the best course. You will see it now, and one day it is compulsory for you also. I have told them now, so that your physical fitness is tested. You will be undergoing the same test one day. I have already passed these orders from this course onwards, so it will be done. So where will you get this kind of wonderful training? As is traditional, guys, every course when it passes out, I give some tips to them, and some tips you will also get out of this. Guys, I find a lot of you have become very confident about the interview, because I ask you any doubts. Virtually there are no doubts. Similarly, psych, you have practiced enough. Yes, there are some lingering doubts in spite of so much of the GTO training we have given you. Though you have, as of now, there are no doubts, but somehow there are self-doubts whether you will be able to perform well in the GTO or not. So I am going to correct that. You will perform well. Certain tips I am going to give you about the GTO task. Let me make the opening statement first. Let me tell you, if you are outgoing, little bit sports or adventure kind of personality who loves outdoors, who is a team man, who is basically a good person, who is responsible, who is a bit disciplined, and who is keeping himself abreast, who has got reasonably good power of expression, who loves mixing up, yani ki social adaptability little good. Nothing can stop you in the GTO. Let me tell you, not only you will crack, you will excel in that and you will score very good marks. A simple personality we are looking for. An outdoor whose sociometry is good, who loves mixing up, who has the confidence, who has the initiative, and who can actively participate, and who can give out good ideas. What else are the GTO tasks? You have practical intelligence because you are outdoor oriented. You will be able to find solutions for every problem now because you have done so much of outdoor training here. Am I right or wrong? So guys, plus along with that, look whether you are that kind of personality or not. Do you have that sociometry? Ask yourself, are you freely that mixing type? You adjust with any kind of group? I hope you don't break any rules. So that you should keep that in mind. Now, what happens in the SSB in the GTO? We have two series, the basic series and the confirmatory series. Basic series is very interesting. Why? And very, very important. Let me tell you this, the broad assessment of the GTO is basically done in the basic series. You know the tasks which are there in the basic series. The first is the GDs. You have a GD1, GD2, and what I am talking about, the basic series is, it is a leaderless group. There are no leaders. The leaders emerge. You know what is happening? Whenever a group is formed, you should understand the psychology behind it. There is a group dynamics which plays a part. What is this group dynamics? Group dynamics means where in a group, number of forces are acting in that group. When your group is formed, let me tell you, a group undergoes 5 kind of different stages. What are these 5 stages? The first is the forming. When the group is formed, initially they have doubts about each other. They are trying to mix up. They are trying to understand. That is called forming the group. The second part is very, very deadly. That is storming, in which there are differences. People shout at each other. You know, that storming is quite evident in the GDs. You would have seen it. Okay. Then the third stage is very interesting. This is the group psychology and group dynamics. The third stage is norming. Now people have understood each other. The leaders have emerged. People accept, yeah, this boy is good, better than me. I should accept his ideas. He is knowledgeable. He keeps quiet. So group understand each other. That's the norming. And the fourth stage is very interesting, performing. Then the group starts performing because they have understood the conflicts are now limited. Okay. Performing stage. Now, just to give you an idea, in the basic series, see, this group is formed. The forming is taking place in the GD1 to some extent GD2. By the time you go to the group planning, what is the second stage? It is the norming stage has come. Now you have understood little bit each other. You try and give chance to. By the time you go to the progressive group task, it is norming and performing, both are acting together. And now the fourth one is performing. Now you saw that in the GOR you would be cooperating with each other, helping each other. See that you try your team building activity. Team building has already formed inside your personality. You know that helping is more important. Not breaking the rules is more important. You become a responsible member of the group. And adjourning, ultimately the group after completion of the task is adjourned after the GTO course. It happens not only here, in any team we form. Whether we form a football team, the group dynamics goes through all these stages. Understand that? So say, on the same principle, now this GTO series has been made. And You should know the background. It was Germany which was the first country who started this outdoor exercise. See, the test now is in actual team where a group is doing and the GTO is observing. That's why it is called an observational technique also. And your behavior comes out evidently. In the stage, in the basic series, we have no leaders. The leaders will come. How the leaders will emerge? Simple. How the leaders emerge? It is by their active participation. It is by personality, their ability to influence the group. It is what they speak, whether they have the ideas, they have the depth in them or not. You agree or not? So this thing is coming out. Also their attitude towards each other. Are they listening to others? Are they helping each other? So this is the thing. The group is now going through this kind of dynamics and the leaders will emerge. That's why in the first 4 tasks you have where the GTO knows that he will be able to do the broad assessment. He will be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10 in every task. He grades you like this. So the leaders emerge. By the time you finish your stage 1, the leaders are already there. And that's why he gives thereafter in the second stage. What is that second stage called? Confirmatory stage. In that he is now giving the chance to the milder candidates who are not that forthcoming. What does he do? He selects the people who are very good and divides them into 2 groups, and so that here is an opportunity in the 4 or 5 whatever is the now half group, you get a chance to participate. He is able to assess the milder candidates now. Okay, now guys, just a brief of basic series because it's very important, and let me tell you, GTO assessment is more or less made in the basic series, but it doesn't mean you slack down, because candidates may go down and some of you may also come up. Never slack down right up to the final group task. You have to actively participate in every task. Is a new challenge for you. Now in the GT1, guys, you know what is in the GT1. You get 2 topics and in each topic you have 3 leads. You group discusses and selects 1 topic. Now what matters? What does the GTO sees? What qualities come out in that? Straight away, anybody who is observing from outside knows that whether you have the initiative, whether you have the confidence, whether you have the power of expression, do you have the body language, can you influence the group? See this, you have the depth, whatever you are talking, it makes sense. I hope how you speak, I hope you are not too agitated, you are not too aggressive. See, it is there, very easy to see. So your factor 1, reasoning ability, your practical intelligence, your organizing ability, how you organize your thoughts comes out. Your factor 2, how you behave in the group, your sociometry. See this, your social adaptability, your cooperation comes out. Your factor 3, whether you take initiative, whether you have the confidence, whether you have ability to influence the group, comes out. Where is the doubt in this? So any common person with a common sense will be able to make out what is required in this. So you got to act accordingly. Now guys, you know, your group discussion do the same thing. Now here he is giving a topic in which you have no choice. The GT1 is usually the international oblique national kind of topic you are given, which is related to some issue, and in the GT2 usually it is a social topic. Okay, now comes your group planning. Now the group planning is very, very important. What is the group planning? We see in that. What happens in that? See this, a problem is being given to you. Either GTO will brief you, he will give you as a story, or he will give you a narrative, and you get 5 minutes for that, to read that narrative, and thereafter you have 10 minutes to give your plan, and now the main part starts, the 15 minutes of discussion. Now in the group planning, guys, the same 3 principles matter. Your understanding of the problem or the task. What is the second? Your analyzing ability, whether you are able to analyze now what is the task, what does it involve, and what actions you have to take. And your third part is very important. Your prioritizing of the task means how you are going to put your resources in carrying out this task. Which priority do you give you? Simple. So this is what the same thing is required when you handle a situation in SRT. The same principle, these three principles, they are there. So in this now, your team spirit comes into play, because guys, in the GD, you are not reaching to a conclusion, are you? You are not reaching to a conclusion. Here, you have to decide into a group goal. See, the cooperation factor 2 plays a more important part in this. Your factor 2 comes out very clearly. Social adaptability, your cooperation, your listening to others, and your ability to influence the group so that a common kind of decision is made. Your participation in that. See, the leaders has more or less are emerging now. That's why I said that this part is the norming part. Okay. 3, that is the task number 3 is a progressive group task. Set up 4 obstacles. I don't know, some people cannot think of any ideas, but once you do the training here, a task can be performed in number of ways, and there are minimum 3 entries for a task. You guys understand that, and the GTO will tell you. So don't get totally shocked by looking at the task. Think, and you'll be able to find a way. Keep your mind always active and positive, and let me tell you, you'll be easily able to find a way, particularly in the training after having done the training. By now, I want you guys to adopt the role of a leader there, because you know the thing, but without making it too obvious or without undermining others' effort. Okay? And you have these 4 obstacles with increasing degree of difficulty, and number 1 is so easy, so you must actively participate. Don't slack down. Don't think, yeah, I didn't do well in the GD, so I should stop now. Don't become a passenger. Active participation is a must. So this is a very, very important task, and usually 45 minutes are given in that, and most of the group are able to reach at least up to 3rd or maybe even 4th obstacles, okay, within this period. And let me tell you, having done the training here, it's very easy to find out how. Again, your group behavior matters in that, your team spirit matters in that, how you make others listen and how you contribute your ideas to them. Are you coming out with some idea? Are you able to comprehend the problem or not? This is obviously coming out. And guys, the 4th one is, oh my God, my favorite, very interesting. That is the group obstacle race. In that, guys, do not become selfish. That some guys just take off. And they are not bothered about the group. It is the team now. Your winning doesn't matter. It's the team, your team spirit, your cooperation, your sense of responsibility that you do not break any rule in any of the tasks, particularly progressive group task. You don't break any rule. Similarly, you don't break any rule here. Follow the rule. Help out your candidates. Your helping attitude, your factor 2 comes out in this, because it's a team. Team is factor 2. Okay? Obviously, a confident man with initiative will be only able to help. Your other qualities also come out. So guys, your GOR is very, very important to see your josh, to see how spirited you are, but at the same time, whether you are a team man or not, it comes out obviously clear. Whether you are competitive enough or not, whether you are responsible enough, disciplined enough that you don't break any rule. It is so easy to understand. And after that, guys, now we go to but up to here, if you have done well, your chances of passing are very high, because I said the GTO more or less has made his broad assessment. He might change it, because you cannot slack down thereafter also. Then half group task is for those milder candidates. There are some candidates who are not able to come out in these competitive kind of candidates. Now here is the opportunity for you to speak in a group of 4 or 5. You can display and some.
Are you preparing for defense written exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT or Sainik School entrance exam? Join our written exam preparation courses, practice mock tests and get expert mentor support. Call us at 725-940-7111.
Guys do very well in that. Those who are average there, they do above average here. See this, you are going up the ladder, because sometimes I have seen, I can tell you one example. There is a candidate, I still remember, there have been many, but one I remember in the interview. I find this boy is too mild, too soft, and he perhaps may not fit the bill. Oh my God, but his knowledge was too good. You ask him a question, the way he will analyze, the way he will give the answer. The standard was not here, the standard was here. I was amazed to see his analytical ability, his speech, and his selection of words, and his knowledge and ideas. Only thing, I find him too mild. What the hell do we do? And he was reasonably okay sports, not very keen and all that. Can you believe it? After a lot of deliberation, I passed him. And lo and behold, he was generally not passed by the GTO and the psychologist, but he was generally 75-80 type. And overall, he came around 241-42. And obviously, since I had passed him clearly, 93-94, so I pitched for him and he passed. And he was an excellent candidate. Excellent candidate. See the milder candidate again. Once I asked in the conference, yeah, why this candidate? He says, sir, he is too soft and mild, sir. He doesn't come up the GTO game. But he is very disciplined. He is very good follower. He participates well. He never breaks any rules. See this. He also spoke very well of that boy. And he said, sir, I will come up for him. Otherwise, there is nothing. But he is not that assertive type. See this. So don't ever stop. Keep doing well in every task. This is what message I am trying to give you. So this is the half group task. Generally, the degree of difficulty of the half group task is approximately progressive group task number 3, or maybe task number 2, or except in between. So degree of difficulty may be a little higher, and you guys will be able to do it since you have done so many of them. Find an answer, and in the 4 you should become automatically the leader. Okay? And after that, there are very interesting and easy tasks which you guys can easily do. See, is there any problem in the lecture? So how you stand confidently, whether you move your hand little bit, perfectly fine. You keep like this, no problem. What matters is how confidently you speak, what ideas you express. Whichever topic you select doesn't matter. Some guys have got this wrong notion, ki, sir, out of 4 topics, shall we select the first one? Absolutely no. The topic in which you can speak, the topic in which you are comfortable, guys, select that topic. Because I know so many guys have failed because of this. I think there are some videos floating around in the YouTube. I was told if they are advising, select the first topic, then only you will pass. I don't know who the hell has misinformed the candidates like this. Don't watch this kind of videos. We have given enough good material in our, which is tested in our YouTube videos. So don't ask me this question, oh, sir, I selected the first topic. You guys came here. First topic, sir, as I was told by some training academy, and I couldn't speak. Who the hell told you this? Speak on the topic which you feel comfortable, in which you can speak. Otherwise, what the hell will you speak? What we are looking for, we are looking for your confidence, we are looking for your ideas on the subject, we are looking for your delivery, we are looking for your ability to influence the group. Okay, we are looking for your body language, we are looking for your power of expression, we are looking for your knowledge. How will you express if you do not know the topic? It's very important. Therefore, enhance your knowledge. And guys, thereafter is your individual obstacle. That is the only task I will say. Guys generally tell me, sir, after the half group task, it is all individual. No, it is not individual. Even in the lecture, I feel it is a group. You are addressing a group. Yeah. The group is in front of you. See, their reaction matters. Whether they get impressed matters. The GTO is sitting out there. He is looking at you. You are addressing a group. So it is again, you are part of the team. Though it is your performance is individually judged. Similarly, in the command task, you have 2 guys under you. That's also a group. It cannot be called that you are all by yourself. Only task which is all by yourself is your individual obstacles, where your now physical fitness, your stamina is coming to play. Your factor 4, which is generally not so evident in other tasks, is coming into play in this. Your determination, your courage, whether you are scared of some obstacles or not. So this is all coming in the individual task. You would have seen my video on that. So better watch that video of mine which I have made on the individual task. It's very, very important. It gives out everything. Okay. So that is how your individual obstacles, in that also your planning and organizing is coming out. How you organize which obstacle to be taken first. That is also coming out in your this task. In the some guys, oh my God, I personally have seen they select the circle in a manner God only help them. I don't know what the hell they do. Secondly, I also don't like the guys who will try some obstacle once and they fail, and after that they don't try. We look for that determination also. Don't leave that. Do it quickly again, you will be able to do it. Though in the Air Force, the system is different. You have to strictly follow the, I think 1 to 10 you have to follow. But in the Army, you have to choose your route, whichever you want. Okay. And thereafter is the command task where you are leader. Here is an opportunity to display your talent. And usually, let me tell you very correctly, by the guys who have been doing well tend to get a difficult command task. So don't get worked up if you get a difficult command task. It means you are doing well. Think better. It means it is going to take you now up higher in the ladder. See this, in the conformity series, the GTO is just seeing you where actually you stand. You are going up in your marks. He may assess you better, more and more. He understood that? So guys, and the last task is your final group task. Again, don't think that the assessment is over, the GTO tasks are over. If that be the case, why the hell will keep a 9th task? See this, now whole group is again coming together, and the GTO is now watching because he knows who are the first 3 or 4 who should be selected. Now he is seeing them together. Now how they perform in that, because his mind is more or less made. So it makes, and where to grade them now, who is number 1 out of number 2, and what marks to be given. So this conformity series is confirming. That's why the name has been given, guys. The sequencing of the GTO task has got some logic. Look at this. If it is no logic, if you do rather than GT1, GT2, if you do the straight away your GOR, what will happen? There will be a confusion in chaos. Will it or not? People will not understand what is happening. People will not cooperate because group has not been formed. Norming has not taken place. Storming has not taken place. See this. So again, the cooperation will be lacking, and competitive spirit, people will not understand. People will be completely individual. So the sequencing of the task has been done with some purpose. Are you getting me? Yes, I'm sure that you guys will be able to do well, and don't get, because interview, I have made you confident enough. I'm pretty sure about you will do well. And in the psychologists, we have practiced you enough. Now I thought I will give you some tips about the GTO task, and I'm sure you guys are going to excel. Will you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.